again, bro. Say it again, bro. I said, you think they would have shot me if I was running through their goddamn neighborhood? Say it again, bro. Motherfucking no, they would have shot a goddamn one. Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro. I said, you think they would have shot me if I was running through their goddamn neighborhood? Well, I'm gonna give them an opportunity. There it is.
Alright, Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all glory and praise to the Heavenly Father and the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Most High, who dwelled in called Jesus Christ. I'm going to give double honors to my apostles and also get more sons, so from the elder apostle and also the Arkham to me the truth. I say the water, peace and citations to those who elect man across all corners of the earth in this world, and all seeking in truth, and also confusion of faces. I say Shalom. So this video is basically going into race wars, man. Basically, this shows you, man, that we're in the end times, that this race war is brewing, man. That Jacob versus Esau is coming very soon, man. And a lot of people are gonna die, man. Especially Jakes, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. Basically goes into that. I'll start with the book of 2 Ezra, 15th chapter. This is basically going to the land of America, Babylon the Great, because that's basically pretty much where it's all gonna kick off, man. All these other countries are gonna be influenced by it, but the land of America, Babylon the Great, Egypt, spiritual Egypt, is where the main showdown is gonna take place. So I'm gonna start from verse 5, and it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. But wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually." And go down to verse 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbour, but shall destroy their house with the sword, and spoil the goods for the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And that's what's coming to the land of America, man. Just great tribulation, man. Just mayhem, man. Great destruction. And that goes into Daniel 7:1. How the judgment that Yahweh Shai is going to bring is going to be like no judgment he's ever brought upon no kingdom, no nation. Daniel 7:1. And in that time shall Michael stand, the great prince, who standeth for the children of thy people. And the children of thy people are the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Most High chosen people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And everyone that shall be found written in the book is going to elect the 144,000 men who are going to be exempt from that time of judgment that Yahweh Shai is going to bring upon this whole earth. And that time of trouble is Jacob's trouble, spoken of in Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7, which I'll get into. And that Jacob's trouble is going to affect you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, because that's the judgment that Yahweh Shai is going to bring upon you for your wickedness, man. It says the last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. I'm going to go to verse 5 in fact, and go to 7 to get a clear overview. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man to travail with child, or wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness." And this is basically going to how the judgment that Yahweh Shai is going to bring. No one is prepared for it, man. You people who think that you're the biggest and baddest, you think that you can take on anything, man. You got to realize that this is the Most High Yahweh Shai is talking, the King of Terrors, Al Shadra, man. And that means a terrible demon-like power, man. As I read Daniel 7:1, the Most High is going to bring a judgment that we've never seen before, man. So, all you people thinking that you're that guy, number one, that's pride, and you're going to be destroyed for that, man. But No one is prepared for that time, man. As it says in 2nd Ezra 15 chapter, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? And that was men of old, man. That was a mighty man, a prophet, man. Prophet Ezra, man. And none of these people are here upon this earth in this generation. None of these men are anywhere near mighty than Ezra, man, or any of the men of old, man. The majority of these men are feminine, and beta, man. And the majority of these men are gonna crumble in that day, man. I'm gonna read it again. Ask ye now whether a man doth travail with child, wherefore do I see every man on his hands, with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, when that day is great, so none is like it. And 2/3 of you people are gonna drink of that cup of indignation. She's come from Yahweh Shema Shai. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And he is talking about the elect, the men who are written in the book of life, as I read in Daniel 7:1. So that's what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna go back to I was reading 2nd Ezra 15 chapter. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's very swords, man. And that's gonna happen very, very soon, man, in the land of America. See these KKK, that KKK movement, and these Black Lives Matter movement, man. Well, I don't know what movements, what title they have, but soon enough, man. Jacob's gonna have is gonna get tired of our people getting killed on the streets for no reason, man. And then they're gonna say enough is enough, man. And as I play that video, man, it's gonna come to a point in time where they're gonna fight one slacker, and they're gonna fight against each other, man. And read that again in verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading of one another. They shall not guard the kings nor princes in the course of action of standing in their power. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play that video again. And if you go into comments, man, on Twitter, man, play this right now. I'm gonna pause it and then so you can read it. And this basically shows you the spirit that Jake has. And so if I read this one right now, it says, I'm all the way here for this. White people were walking around armed to the nines, looking like they're untouchable. Let them niggas know we can get down like that too. So it shows you that Jake is not playing, man. That Jake, they've had enough, man, and they're gonna rise up arms against Esau. And that's what you call race wars, man. One nation shall fight against another. It says when another tweet, it says when they start seeing black kings with guns, watch how fast they pass a gun. They pass a gun reform bill. They're not. I'm not even gonna read that, man. But you know, you can read it for yourself. But you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, man, that's race wars, man. So yeah. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbour, but shall destroy the house with a sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. Go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. It says, woe unto Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Guard up your loins with cloth and sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire set among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are set unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn against the arrow that is shot, or a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So, judgment Yahweh Shai is gonna bring. No one can stop it, man. Not even Esau through even the pride that he has. Not even Esau can stop that. Esau can't stop anything that the Most High does, but no, Esau and his pride. He believes that he can come against Yahweh Shai. So it goes into Revelation. He's gonna make more war with the saints. If you notice the 13th chapter, he's gonna try to fight with his military against Yahweh Shai, but that's for another video. But that's the pride of Esau. Yeah, man. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when the evil shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish shall set a scourge for amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, rich shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think them to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And that they shall be cast out of dung, and to be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the sea shall be cast down. So yeah, man, that's what's gonna happen. Praise was. I'm gonna end off there. We're giving no glory and praise to heaven for the Most High. Shalom.